सभी भाइयों को नमस्कार। आज ये जो मेरा वीडियो है इंग्लिश में होगा। गुड इवनिंग टू ऑल द माय सब्सक्राइबर। नाउ वी आर talking about the Islam. What Islam is a religion? No, because religion is means able to adopt means those daily activities we can do without any harm to anybody and for the betterment of the humanity. But Islam, in the 5 time of our namaz, all the namazi or the Muslims say that we will over the kafirs, or we will kill the kafirs and for the Islam and for the Islam, or there is no any kafir in living stage in throughout the world. But the Islam is the only cult, and his prophet Muhammad and Allah divided the whole world in two parts. Then one is kafir and then the Muslims. And Allah has given so much power to the prophet that he decided to rape the Jewish woman, and the killing of the Jews, and the ransom, robbery, killing, murder, rapist, all were the under the Prophet Muhammad Sahib leadership or guidance. So this Muhammad cannot be a prophet, because this is never work of the prophet to kill, rape the women and to loot the wealth of the kafirs. And if a rapist is the prophet, then it will be very big problem, very big issue to all the world. And I would like to say that Quran must be banned, and because the Quran is a violent book, religious book, not religious, unreligious book, and the Islam is the violent religion which affects the mind of the kafirs, and they are afraid all the time that any Muslim come to our city and he will behead us. If Allah was so powerful, then why Allah did not know that the earth is moving and the earth is round, not just like a saucer or towel or bedsheet. Second thing, if Muhammad went to Gare cave of Hira nearby Mecca, then a angel, so-called angel Gabriel, came to Prophet Muhammad Sahib, as he told to his wife Aisha, but he did not knew that what was the name of the angel. This was disclosed by the Aisha, who was in house when Muhammad came to Aisha and told them that there was an angel, or he catch me with full power, and I was trampling there, and I don't know who was that who came to from the sky. Aisha said, no, there is no need to any fear, because he was the Gabriel angel. Then how the angel, how the Aisha know that this was the angel, but Muhammad Sahib did not know this. This is all the fabricated story of Quran, which very harmful to the kafirs and Christians, Hindus, Jews. And the kafir is the who do not believe in the Quran, Prophet, Rasuls, and the Muhammad Sahib. And this is why the work of Muhammad Sahib just equal to Satan or devil, because and Allah was also a work of Allah, also Satan or devil, because he divided the whole universe in the two parts, and this was the main cause of infighting and bloodbath of the humans. Rather, the Islam is the destruction to the humanity or harmony in this world. The peace of this world, the Islam has divided two parts, one in Kafir and the Muslims, and this is caused the main disturbance of the bloodbath, killing and rapist. And it is very amazing thing that in Islam, Islam rapes, killing robbers, looting the wealth, killing murderer, enslaved the man, or was way male ganimat, means the purified goods who was taken by the Muhammad and his army, the rapist army. And this is why the Muslims also know this thing, that Islam is not a perfect religion. This is why more than 20% ex-Muslim, means the 20 crores Muslim has been changed to the ex-Muslim or either to the other cults, as mostly them are Vedic or Hindu cults. And how this prophet, how can be a prophet, that is who was the robber, killer and leader of the rapist, and when he killed the all Banu Qurayza men and enslaved the women and children, then he chose one woman to him, that was the Rihanna, and he went on the camel with Rihanna, and after 3 miles he stopped in a tent and raped the Rihanna by force, because her husband was murdered just 2 or 3 hours before. And this is the way of the Islam. And Islam is not a religion, but it is a army of goons that devastated the whole world. And the Muslim are very hatred to other. This is the real fact, that the Islam is radicalized, and all the Muslim are radicalized when they read the Quran and follow the verses of Quran, which is known as the sword or blood verses, as Dr. Sayyid Rizvi has writ petition in Supreme Court, my Honorable Supreme Court, 26 verses, but I have seen all the Quran verses, and more than 200 verses are very bloody and sword verses to kill the kafirs, known as also blood verses. And this is why now Islam is going to finish, because its existence is now not perfect to stay in this world, and Islam is now a liability to the kafirs, and Islam must be banned, and the Quran must be banned by the UNO. And if any case of hate speech coming from the side of the kafirs, then this is the government duty to read the Quran and ban the Quran, either arrest all the Muslims who are reading the Quran, and all they are the terrorists, because Islam is a group of the terrorist, rapist, killers, and false science knower, because Allah does not know that earth is round and there is no sun in sky, even there is no 70 roads, and there is no Jannat or hell. This is only the fabricated story by the Muhammad and his wife Aisha. And there is a lot of age difference. When he was married to Aisha, Aisha was only 6 years old, and the Muhammad, I think, 52 years old. And Muhammad was very fond of the woman. This is why he was married 13 times, and he was very fond of looting the wealth, and he looted the wealth of the Jewish tribes on the way of the route of the silk, known as the route of the silk. Egypt to Myanmar, Bangladesh, India, Khorasan, China. So this is the very famous route. At that time, when the Jews were traveling on this route between Mecca and Medina, then when Muhammad Sahib expelled from Mecca, then he was settled in Medina, and his prime aim to loot the Jewish tribes, and he did so and killed the Jews and raped with the Jewish women and enslaved the children and killing all the male. And this is why the Islam was killed so many Jews that the Jewish population was just up to extinct. But anyhow, they could survive, and now Jews have a known country known as Israel, the land of Israel, and this is why the Islam came to India in 712 as Muhammad bin Qasim he attacked on India, but this is the 30th attack of the Arabs. 12 attack has been 12 attacks were failed due to defeated by the Indian soldiers, but due to due, due to due to not unity in the Indians and the Hindus, the Muslims were overwhelming victory over the Hindus, and many of Hindu kings has to given their daughters to the Akbar and all the Mughals. And what type of pride we have, all the community? There is no pride of any community, because every community of Hindu has been converted in Islam. So this is not the question of the ideology of the community, but this is a question of the ideology of Vedic culture. And this is why when we are divided in the castes and were beaten by the Mughals due to this not unity in Hindus. And I would like to say that Islam further is not a cult, but it is a group of Gunism, and who destroyed our and the Quran science is the stupid foolish science, and the Allah did not know the simple thing of earth is round, and even Prophet Sahib did not know. Then when the base is weak, then what is the religion? You see that Islam not a religion but a group of the uneducated, uncivilized people who did the rapes, killing, and robbery of the Jewish tribes. And if so, Muhammad is not a prophet, but he was the cruel, he was the rapist, and he was the robber, and he was the murderer, and he was the main cause of disturbance throughout the world. And Quran is not a God voice, but it is a fabricated story by many Muslim converted Muslim from Jews, because after the death of Muhammad Sahib, Quran was compiled 80 years later, and the Sahih Bukhari after 240 years later, 240 years later after the death of Muhammad Sahib. And many, if you can see the Quran is not in canonical manner, means as and when they want, they had written the verses of Quran anywhere and no sequence. This is why the Quran is very difficult to understand, and so many ayats verses are very very dangerous to the kafirs, and the cause of the anger and disturbance in the kafir mind. And this is why this is the cause of the war, fighting, and build war. So I would like to say Quran is not a book of God, and Muhammad was not prophet. As by his deeds, he was cruel, rapist due to their lust. And the Islam is the storage. Islam is the warehouse of the rapist, pleasure, wealth, and killing, bloodbath. The old dangerous game inhibits the Quran against the kafirs, and this is why Good night. See you.